Hello and welcome into See You Next Tuesday. I'm very, 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 very excited because we have the one, the only Peter Madrigal. Hello, welcome to See You Next Tuesday.
Hi, how's it going?
I'm so excited to have you. We had you last year on AfterBuzz to talk about Vanderpump Rules, and I just kept you contact. Sorry about it.
It's fine. It's fine. I remember the AfterBuzz. It's kind of hilarious to think back at that because I look a lot different these days. I mean, ever since quarantine ended, I've just been working out every single day. I have not stopped, and now all of a sudden my body looks totally different now.
That's amazing, though. That's awesome, because I've hardly moved all quarantine. So better to do what you're doing than the method that I'm doing. I remember last time when you came into AfterBuzz, you had just gotten a Brazilian blowout. So your hair looked very pristine.
Well, you know what? My body looks a lot better now, but my hair is like, it's in need of another Brazilian.
This look is working for you. You don't got to worry about anything. The quarantine look is working for you. You are all
thank you. Thank you.
Let's jump right into Vanderpump Rules. I have so many questions about it. Okay. Do you have any say of how much you're on the show, or is that all like them? They decide.
That's Bravo's prerogative. Whatever Bravo wants to show, that's them.
Well, we need more Peter. So whatever you got to bribe them, I think it's time.
Need more Peter. Is that a good light? Hold on.
Yeah.
I'm trying to
I just got a ring light and I'm getting used to it. So I have no idea if I'm actually lit the way I'm supposed to be. So we can both be struggling a little bit here. Oh my God.
The Zoom camera is weird because I'm like, the behind me is always like darker, but I'm trying to make it darker on my camera and it's not working.
You look
very
great.
Weird. Oh, well, it's fine.
Perfect. And how much, if you can tell me, how much of this season, and I'm a diehard VPR, like I love it.
Yeah.
Season feels a little like maybe produced, or maybe like they really set them up. Is that a thing? Is it really all real?
It's all real.
So the fight with Stassi and Tom, that was all real.
Yeah.
All of it. So nothing is like, oh.
I don't want to get into like why they were fighting, because sometimes, I mean, if you've been watching the show forever, you know that sometimes a fight can be pretty
it's true.
You know.
I don't know. There's been situations where I'm like, do you also think that they paint Sheena out to be like more desperate and boy crazy than she really is?
I to tell you the truth, I don't watch the show, so I don't know.
Oh, so you've never watched it?
No, I don't watch the show at all, actually.
You're not.
And as far as them painting her out to be boy crazy, I mean, she's single and ready to mingle. I mean, do they paint me out to be girl crazy? I mean, at one of the parties, at Tom's party, I left with two ladies, so, you know.
That is everything that I want to hear and more. Hell yeah to that. How do you feel about Dana not saying that y'all did not hook up?
Honestly, to tell you the truth, it's water on the bridge. I don't really care. It's like, it's 2 years ago. At this point, it's 2 years ago. I don't give a shit.
Right.
Like, okay, so you say we didn't, I say we did. Well, I don't really care. Like, it's whatever. It is what it is. And, I'm just, I'm a guy. I'm not going to be like dwelling on it. Like, oh my God, she said it. No, the worst insult she gave me was she said, I would remember kissing a pirate. It's like, and then I put up a picture of a pirate. That's not an insult. You know, her accusing me of looking like a pirate is like, it's not an insult. So, like I said, water under the bridge 2 years ago. At this point, I don't care.
Yeah, well, that's good. I like that mentality of it. Do you have a favorite season that, well, if you don't really watch it, but like, do you have a favorite, like, you know how we all go through the years?
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Every season for me has a Peter moment in it.
Yeah, definitely.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean, there's some good, some not so good, some bad, you know. Let's see here. Like, what happened in season one? Season one, I held Jax back from hitting Frank. Season two, season two, I had a bunch of moments. They were all in Cabo. I dressed like a pirate on the ship. There we go again.
Yes.
Stripped on the boat like dressed like a pirate.
Stripper pirate. Perfect.
I took a shot out of a girl's ass.
We all need to at one point.
There was a wet t-shirt competition there too. Season 3, I had the weird date with Vale, which today would have been handled a lot differently from an adult Peter. You know what I mean? That
is one of the cringe, and because I watch Vanderpump over and over again.
It was one of the cringiest scenes ever. Even being there in the moment, it was one of the cringiest things to ever do. I mean, you're talking about like, back then I was like a deer in the headlights, because I was younger. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I may be running a big restaurant, but I was young.
Yeah.
I was still in my 20s. I was barely turning 30 that year. No. Yeah. No, that year I was okay. I was already past my 30, but still, it's like nowadays. She said at Sheena's wedding, "Oh, let's go get drinks or whatever." I was like, "Yeah, sure, let's do it." Right? And then she gets there. She's like, "I thought you said we were having coffee." I was like, "Okay, no, but
yeah, no."
So then I try to force the situation. Today, it would have been handled a lot differently from yours truly.
Yeah. How would you have handled it differently?
Well, she would have sat down. I thought we were having coffee. You can have coffee. If you're a psycho, I'm going to drink some wine. But it's just like, but it's all about growing up. It's all about becoming older. Back in the day, you're like, when you're younger, you think you're too cool and you want to try to be too cool. And then all of a sudden it just backfires in your face. Nowadays, I don't really care. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can even compare an interview from like right now
to
back then. It's a lot different. It really is something. I'm a totally different person now because I'm mature. I'm old.
Yeah. Well, if it makes you feel any better from a viewer standpoint, I was confused as to why she didn't think that it was a date. Because, like, if you say, like, let's get drinks, that kind of implies, like, let's get drinks.
Yeah, and then she says, I'm going to do coffee. Had it been today, I'd have been like, dude, you could do coffee.
Yeah.
You're kind of psycho.
What time was this date at? Like, in the day? What time was it at?
It was around 6 o'clock, and that was all. Like today, I would have been like, I'm gonna bottle of wine. You want to partake? Go for it. But I'm gonna have some wine because it's no longer coffee time. It is now wine time.
Yeah, who drinks coffee at 6 p.m.?
Right. So anyway, so she was just trying to make me look bad, but I like back when I was younger, I really couldn't think on my feet the way I can today.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I look back on things, and it's like I said, it's all a learning curve. Mm-hmm. And it's all like, when you're young, and then when you get older, you're just like, oh, I can't believe I did that,
Yeah.
I can't believe like I allowed that to happen to me the way it did, so. I
have so many moments like that, so I definitely understand. Going more into awkward dates, have you had more off camera that, like, any weird awkward date that's just even worse that you want to share?
I had a date one time which reminded, actually, oh my God. You know what? That's such an open-ended question. I could go on and on all day about it. I can tell you
pick your favorite and go for it.
I've had a few dates. Okay, so I had I'm not even gonna get into my ex-girlfriend who was nuts. And actually one of her friends came in and was asking, why do you hate her? I was like, I don't hate her. I just don't want to be around her. And then there was a whole lie about me that she promulgated to all of her friends, and she's scared of that lie getting out and already got out because it's like, dude, you were hot. Yeah. Anyway, but rewind to the really bad date. So I had this date once with this girl, right? Mm-hmm. And she was like excited for the date, and I was like, okay, that's cool, And again, it was, I can't remember. I was still younger. It was like right after we shot season 2, I think.
Was she a fan? Like, did she know who you were?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Her sister really loved the show, and she liked it, I guess. She was a big fan. Anyway. Okay. And I didn't know how it was. Because, you're just stepping into this realm. You know what I mean? Right. You don't really know what it's like until you actually been there for some years.
Yeah.
And so I go pick her up in Marina Del Rey. And I, she goes out and she buys this new dress. And I'm all like, why did you do that? You don't have to do that. I'm not looking, you don't have to do extra to impress me,
We just say that sometimes. Like, I've said that. I'll be like, oh my God, I bought this shirt for the date. Like, we like to make you feel special. I don't know. I've said that shit though. And the guy said the same thing. He was like, you don't need to do anything special for me. And I was like, that's a weird response. And I never said it again.
Yeah, but you don't like. That's the thing. Like, you don't have to do anything special. The only time here's when you do something special: birthday, anniversary, birthday.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Christmas. That's special. You know.
Yeah.
First
True.
date. Oh, we're just trying to get to know each other. We don't know if this is going to even go past the second date. You know, or past the first date.
Yeah.
In this case, it didn't go past the night. So in the middle of the date, the manager of the place comes, says hi to me, shakes my hand, and was like, okay, cool, yeah, and then he leaves. And then she's all like, you know, why didn't you introduce me to him? And I'm like, I don't know the guy. Like, he just came by and said hi. He's all like,
Yeah.
how dare you not introduce me? I was like, whoa.
Oh my goodness.
Calm down. You know.
Oh my God.
It was a what do you call it? An industrial courtesy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
From one establishment to the other. That's all it was.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And then she just went off, and she went a little psycho. And then I was like, okay, I paid the bill. I was like, okay, we got to go. So we get in the car, and she just starts like, I thought she was going to start attacking me while I'm driving. You know what I mean? I'm literally like, I got to get you back. I got to get you back. And then I park. I tell her, you know, you can leave now. And she's all like, I'm sorry. I'm like, what? So yeah, that was one of the worst experiences I've ever had. Because like, whenever I take a girl out, I treat her like a queen, you know? And yeah, this one was just like, it was very weird, you know?
Was that the first and last fan you ever went out with?
Was that the first and last what?
Fan you ever went out with?
No. No.
Do you like date? Like if girls DM you and they're super hot, do you go and look at their page? Do you respond back? Like, what's your protocol?
I have to check. See, like, here's the thing. I get DMs, of course.
Right.
Some of the DMs though don't come with a profile. The profile is blocked. I can't
private.
See it.
Right. Yes.
So then why would I even? I'm not even going to message you back. You know?
So note out there to all the ladies who want to talk to Peter, take profiles off private. There it is. You heard it here first.
Thank you.
Are you on dating apps or you don't need that?
Sure. Yeah, I'll be on date. I'm on Tinder and Hinge.
When you do Tinder, do you really look at the entire profile or is it just the photo? No.
I have to read everything. Like if it's just like straight woman as the profile, like the bio, I'm like, yeah.
Next. Yeah.
You know, because if you're not telling me anything, if it's just, oh, I'm so hot, and that's it, I'm just like, okay. I mean, like, at least like for instance, for instance, my bio is like, it's just full of sarcasm. I'm like, I can't help it, you know? That way you can, know that I'm just like, I don't try to take myself way too seriously. And I am kind of try to be as funny as I possibly can be.
Yeah. Girls really like funny guys. Wait, what'd you say?
You'll always be entertained with me.
That's what we want, though. Yes, we want to laugh and we want to feel pretty.
There'll never be a dull moment in a relationship with me. Never. Not like it's all like even my little gestures will say something.
What is your type? Like, what are you usually swiping on? What does she look like?
What do you mean?
Like, I usually go for like skinny, tattooed, like I I don't really care about the tall thing because I'm 5'1", so it doesn't really matter. But like, we all have a type. Like, what does she look like? Or do you just not care?
I mean, it's just like,
Is she more of like I have fillers in my face and I have a perfect body?
No.
Or is she more like normal, natural?
A combination of both, I guess. I've dated normal, natural. I've dated Sarah had fake tits. I love tits. Like, I need those titties in my face, I mean, I love it. I'm a guy. I like a great ass. When you work out, it looks amazing. I mean, let's face it. If you want to date me, you're going to have to work out because I work out and I work out like a crazy person. If you've seen some of my videos, I'm wearing a sweatsuit and then I put on the flak jacket and I'm like doing burpees for a minute. You know what I mean? It's like hardcore cardio for about, 30 minutes straight. It's not, so if you want to date me, you're going to have to work out too. You know what I mean? Otherwise,
Yeah.
it's just like, I don't know. So I guess that's my type, you know? It's like someone, here it is. You take care of yourself. I went on a date with this girl. Oh my God. Okay. So we ended up having sex, right?
Okay.
Yeah. But the thing is that I wanted to leave.
During, you're like inside of her and you're
I'm
like, I gotta go.
I'm a little OCD. You know, look,
Okay.
look. You see, I'm OCD.
Yeah.
I guess it's a curse, but I just am. You know, it's a Gemini thing, I suppose. But I walk into this girl's apartment, and it was a mess. I mean,
You would hate me. You would hate me.
It was terrible. Do you remember that episode of Friends when Ross walks in and there's trash everywhere?
The one with the messy girl.
Yes.
Is what it's called.
Yes. The one with the messy girl. Yeah.
I usually, before I let guys into my apartment, that's what I tell them. I said, I am that girl.
Does it look like the one with the messy girl though?
Yeah, you would die. You wouldn't make it here. You would have to leave. I need to clean my plate.
Now's the quarantine. Right now is the time to do something about that.
I know, you sound
Now's
like my
the
mom.
There's nothing else going on. So you're at home all the time. Might as well become OCD on cleaning, OCD on making yourself look good, OCD on everything else. That is why, that's what I've been doing during this quarantine. I'm like, okay, what exactly do I not like about myself, and how am I going to change that?
Yep. I mean, I need to do all these things, but it's just rough. I just want to sit on my couch and smoke weed all day.
No. See, that's why I hate weed, because it makes you sluggish. And I was like, no, I'm done. I'm good. I'm never going to do that again.
Not a big weed fan?
I haven't smoked weed in like 10 years.
Oh my God, I've been smoking weed for 10 years. I can't even imagine.
Yeah, no, not me. I was instantly because it made me sluggish, and I was like, I am never doing this again.
Yeah. Wait, back to this girl that you were plowing and she was a mess. So you were inside of her and you were like, I want to leave because it was a disaster.
Yeah. Yes.
And then you just never talked to her again. You were like, bye.
Yeah. Basically. It was like, she was hot. No, she was hot. But the
mess.
It was just it wasn't just a mess. There was some other, I was just like, I don't know.
Describe it to me. What else was there?
Huh?
What else was there if there wasn't?
I don't know. I thought there was a rat running around or something. In fact, it was just I had the messy girl in my head. That episode, it was just stuck there. I was like, I can't do it. I can't.
You're like, a rat's gonna crawl up my leg.
Huh?
Oh, you're like, a rat is gonna crawl up my leg.
Right. That's what I was thinking. She was hot. But at the same time, I'm like, why? Well, you've got a towel. You got clothes, and then you go into the bathroom, and it was a disaster. Let's just put it that way.
Oh my God.
It was a complete and total utter disaster.
Oh my gosh, I relate to that so much. So this is honestly a lesson for me that I really need to clean my stuff up, because I've always wondered, do guys care? Maybe they do.
A guy like me would. I mean, if you're out on a date with a guy that's like trying to is OCD about himself, yeah, he's gonna care.
I've had guys tell me that my place gives them anxiety because it's so messy. So it's kind of where I'm at with that.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh. Let's head back to Vanderpump.
Okay.
Is anyone really fake on camera? Is anyone fake on camera? They're not real?
No.
Everyone seems to be themselves.
You're put in situations. You're in situations where you have to be yourself. It's like, how can you be fake?
I don't know. So, I feel like some of the Real Housewives, they have a camera on them and they're fake.
I don't know any of the housewives with the exception of Lisa. That's it. So I can't answer for them.
What is it like working for her?
Oh, it's awesome. It's amazing. I love Lisa.
I would imagine that she's just floating on a cloud all the time, like a queen.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. She never touches the ground.
No, never does.
Have you been to Vanderpump Garden? Yeah, you were there for the opening, right?
I was.
And
I was there.
Seeing her brought in on the throne and all of that.
Yeah, I came in a little later. I caught a flight late, and then I got to the hotel, the Caesars, And yeah, I chilled out for a minute, and then I just they said like 7. I think it was 7 o'clock. So they already brought. I think they already brought her in. I can't remember. I can't remember. All I know is that I was just taking. I'm one of those type of guys who tries to take pictures with every single person that there is.
Oh, that's so
every
nice.
Single one.
Yeah.
Every single one.
And you always like repost it on your Instagram when they tag.
Yes, I do.
Really nice.
Yeah. Yes, I do.
Your interaction with fans is nice, because I think that, I mean, people love the show. I'm a part of, just because I don't really partake in it, but there's like a Facebook group that I'm involved in where all they do is talk about y'all. So I'm sure it's really exciting for them to like.
Well, there's a Facebook group. I mean, what do they say about me? There's a Reddit group. I mean, I've gotten in arguments with people on Reddit before, and I'm just like, because I like to argue. And one day I was just like, I'm just deleting it because it's kind of a waste of time. I might as well be cleaning my place and arguing with someone who doesn't even have a profile picture.
Exactly. Yeah, it's always always the ones that don't have a profile picture.
Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah. Oh, I've gotten hit hard on Reddit, and of course, like I punched back. And just recently, they hit me with something. It was like something I did in season 2 where like we were at a party and then I took out a bottle of champagne. This is like 10 years ago. Took a bottle of champagne and put it over my crotch. And this girl started drinking out of it. And it's like, oh, Peter, you're so disgusting. It's like, what about the girl? Okay, whatever.
So it sounds like a fucking party. Who cares?
Yeah, it was. And the thing is that they were like, that was so degrading, right? And then that was the last straw for me. I was like, okay, I'm not going to get into an argument with any of these people because I'm done. I'm just like, what's the point? None of them have a profile picture. None of them, you don't know who they are. I'm the only one putting myself out there. So screw it. I'm out.
Yeah.
Peace. If you try to do that on my Instagram, well, that's where I control the situation.
Yeah. Who would you say from the cast you talk to the most? Who are you closest with?
I'm close with I'm close with Lala. I'm close with Stott. I'm close with Tom Schwartz, Jax. I'm close with all of them. So
whose wedding are you looking forward to most, Lala's or Stassi's? And are you invited to both?
I've been invited to both, yeah.
Nice. Whose are you looking most forward to, would you say?
I mean, wouldn't I be invited to both? I mean, it would be bad if I was
I don't know what goes on.
I haven't caused problems with anybody.
You're not the James of the situation, so I think it's okay.
if I'm not invited to one of those weddings, I am like, ooh, there's going to be a little bit of a problem. But I've been
You're the peacemaker, right? Yeah, I wouldn't see why they wouldn't.
Yeah, exactly. Like I'm not trying to like cause anything. I'm just like, if there's a situation, I'll say something. But it's like, come on. Like,
how did you feel about Jax being so mad at Tom just before his wedding?
I mean,
did you think he should have just like forgave him after he apologized and like actually?
Did they ever talk it out? I'm not sure what happened.
I
know that they got into an argument at my birthday.
Yeah,
I do know that, and I sided with Jax because it is his wedding. So I was like, and I'm one of the groomsmen, so I was like, I'm going to side with Jax.
Yeah.
I didn't really look into it though. I'm like, there was something about a preacher or.
Yeah.
What happened? Like, I don't watch the show. Ugh. I don't watch the show.
I feel like if I were on a show, I would have to watch myself back and use it as like a learning experience.
Yeah, see, I don't do that. I don't watch it. I just kind of like let it go and
Yeah. The preacher said something that was offensive and then Tom had an issue with it, but Jax had already fired the pastor, the preacher, whoever was doing the wedding, and Tom was still mad about it. And it was like, wait, but Jax has already gotten rid of it. And why are you bringing this up at Peter's fucking birthday party? Like, bring it up.
Yeah. Okay, I remember now. Okay.
And then Tom apologized to Jax, and Jax was like, yeah, no, I forgive you. You're back in the wedding. And then you cut to a scene, and Jax is like, I don't really forgive him. I just didn't want to deal with the drama.
Well, here's the thing. Jax got rid of the preacher very quickly, right? So, yeah. I mean, I don't understand who says stuff like that. Like, I don't even know what the preacher said, but I think it's pretty backwards.
Yeah.
I'm just like, why are you saying stuff like that? Although I'm not one of those type of guys who knee jerks. I will have a conversation with that preacher and ask him, okay, well, why do you say that? you know?
Yeah.
And I don't want to offend anybody because, you know, I want to be, you know, politically correct as possible, but I'm not going to start bashing the Bible either, even though I was brought up Catholic, but I don't really believe in that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I
So
think
if someone says something like, oh, because the Bible said, I'm like,
yeah. I think they probably got rid of him because they knew that they were going to get so much heat if they kept him, especially because they're in the public eye. So it's probably just like, no, but it's okay because
here's the thing. Here's the thing. Did they know beforehand? I don't think so. I don't think they knew beforehand. Because you don't, I mean, like, honestly, if someone came up to me and said that, oh, your friend of 8 years was saying this on Facebook. Well, I don't go on Facebook, so I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
It's not a reflection of you.
Oh, this person, like, for instance, something was brought to my attention the other day of a friend of mine who was, like, you know, posting stuff about, like, another person that I used to be friends with, and like, people are like, okay, you got to tell them to stop. I'm like, stop what? What are you talking about?
Right.
Like, you know, like, really?
Yeah.
That's what he was saying, that, like, you know, like, and it was like a business thing, and I have no idea, you know, because who has time to be on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram all the time? I don't. Right. You know, that's why I got rid of Reddit, because it's like, I don't have time for this. You know?
I don't think I've been on Facebook in like a year. I'm not even sure what's going on there anymore.
Yeah, it's so overwhelming. Here's the thing. I hate it. This is why I hate Facebook so much. Facebook, you open it up, and all of a sudden it's just like someone burying their feelings, and you're having to read all of this stuff. And I'm just like, I don't have time to read everything. You know? Sorry for your problems, but I don't have time.
It's so funny that, like, Instagram.
I'd rather be sitting down smoking some weed, watching TV.
It's so funny how, like, Facebook is like to complain about your problems, Twitter is to make funny, quick jokes, and Instagram is
put
to,
out
like,
your opinions.
Yeah, and Instagram is just to, like, show the best version of your life that you're hardly living.
Well, no, mine's pretty accurate to me.
Well, mine is, like, I look like this on my Instagram, but, like, once I take my makeup off, like, that shit's day and night. Like, so but I feel like that's every girl, so I'm gonna give myself a pass on that one.
Same here.
This came from my friend Taylor. She wants to know who was a better girlfriend, Katie or Stassi?
I didn't date Katie.
You didn't?
No, I hooked up with her, but I didn't date her.
Oh. Well, I don't want to ask who was better in bed because that feels rude. But I have a hunch.
Okay, first of all, number one, I'm gonna dispel some of this stuff right now. All right, this has been dispelled for many years, so I'm gonna dispel it now.
Do it.
Katie and I just made out.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, hooked up is such a loose term. Like, you don't know if it's a kiss or if it's penetration.
And Katie and I have this joke, and we've always been like, yeah, you cut to a scene of us having sex. Cut to the scene, right?
Yeah.
You cut into the bedroom where we're supposedly having sex, and there's an empty bed, and nobody's in it.
Oh.
That's the scene. That's us having sex. In other words, it never happened.
I see. Okay, who's a better kisser then? That seems innocent enough.
That's such a long time ago, so I don't even remember. But Stassi, I'll take Stassi. Stassi was.
Oh my gosh. What's your favorite dish to order from Sir?
Skirt steak. Rare.
Skirt steak. Rare.
Skirt steak rare with vegetables. I'm a big meat eater. I'm not like a vegan or anything. I'm not a vegetarian. I'm a meat eater. And of course, like, I'm very healthy too. I haven't been sick in like 4 or 5 years now.
Well, knock on wood. Don't jinx it now with the corona.
Oh, I say this all the time. I tell people all the time. I'm not knocking on wood. It's just my lifestyle. It's the way I live. Work out, drink a lot of water, take your vitamins, take your minerals. I have not been sick in a long time. I'm like, coughing with the runny nose and all that. I will be around. My brother was sick in December. Really bad, actually. Might have had, I don't know if he had a flu or corona or whatever.
Yeah.
But I was around him, and it's like, nothing happened to me.
Nothing? That's
not
amazing.
one thing. And whenever I bring that up at Sir, everybody's all like, yeah, right, Peter. I'm like, when was the last time I texted everybody saying, I'm sick, can someone cover me? The managers, I mean.
Right.
When was the last time I group texted you guys saying, I'm sick, can someone manage for me? The answer is always like, they always think about it. And they're like, wait a second. Because I get those texts all the time.
Right.
From certain people.
Yeah. And half the time you're probably like, are you really sick? Did you
No,
just drink too much?
Half the time I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll do it. I'll cover you. Oh, thank you. You know, I have the fever. I have the flu. Blah, 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 blah. Me, on the other hand, it's never happened.
Mm-hmm. Is it, I mean, I'm sure it's hard to be a manager, but do you think that it's harder to manage people who are also on camera? Does it come with bigger personalities?
No, because I've been on this show for going on 9 years now. Who's going to have a bigger personality? Who's going to have a bigger say?
True. I don't know.
Who? Me or the new guys?
Probably you.
Yeah, there we go.
I gotta say, I'm not a fan of the new people. I just want you guys back.
I love Danica. Danica's great.
She's fine. I just want, like, I miss, like, all of y'all and, like, the photo shoots and, like, the drunken ass. And, like, I get it. Y'all grew up and it had to happen at some point. Ooh.
Yeah, we all grew up, yeah.
Do you know any tea on if, like, there's going to be a Vanderpump Garden spinoff or a Stassi wedding spinoff? What do you know? Tell me.
Let's just put it this way. You have to have entertaining people to do this. Like, for instance, at the time when it was Vanderpump Rules was coming around, there was a choice between Villa Blanca and Sir. Those were the only two at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And it chose Sir because Sir had more entertaining people. Of course, Sheena also worked at both Sir and Villa Blanca, so she just concentrated on Sir at that point.
Right.
But yeah, it was a no-brainer. You know what I mean? So you have to have the personality, and you have to have the cast to take from the establishment in order to have a viable show.
Is that shade?
Is there anybody at Vanderpump Vodka? I mean, Vanderpump Vegas vodka. That tells you where my mind is right now. Drinking. Is there anyone at Vanderpump Vegas that will want to do it, or is
what I was thinking is that they would take all of the newbies from this season, like y'all would like retire or something, and we would all throw a fit, right?
Yeah, but I'm not gonna. Wait, hold on. I'm not retiring.
No, from VPR, not from the show, not from the restaurant.
I'm not retiring. I'm not going anywhere.
But I figured like they would take the newbies and ship them off to Vegas. Maybe you'd go with them and manage it or something.
Maybe I would. I love Vegas, but I don't know if I'd want to move there. Maybe, I don't know.
Well, it would just be for the show. I mean, I'm sure that they would just like put you up in a penthouse. And this is a great idea. Bravo. Are you listening? This is great. I love it. But wait, I feel like you know that there's a Stassi wedding spinoff, and you're just not telling me because I want.
I don't know about any spinoff.
But I like Jackson Brittany's bullshit when they went off to Kentucky and what I loved that.
Jackson Brittany take Kentucky.
Yeah, I eat it up. I need it with Bo and Stassi. Oh, I love Bo so much. He's the sweetest thing ever.
Bo's cool. I like Bo.
Okay, good. I like Bo a lot. Okay, I have a mini would you rather for Vanderpump. Would you rather take care of the ponies for a day or the swans at Villa Rosa?
Swans.
They're so mean, though. What?
Less. Yeah. Well, I could be mean too. less work, I suppose.
I already asked you this, but you didn't answer it, so I will ask again. Or are you looking like? Would you rather go to Stassi's wedding or Lala's wedding if you had to pick one?
I mean, I want to go to both.
God damn it, Peter.
I mean, I guess I'll go to Lala's because Stassi's in Italy. But then again, I want to go to Italy, so I might as well pick Stassi's.
All right. Would you rather be Stassi's personal assistant or Lisa Vanderpump's? I think that's probably easy.
Lisa.
Yeah, that's what I thought that it would be.
Lisa, definitely. I dated Stassi.
Don't want to be a man. Don't want to do that. Fuck, marry, kick off the show. Stassi, Sheena, Kristen.
Fuck, marry, kick off the show. I marry Sheena.
Okay. Really? Okay.
Yeah, Sheena and I are close, so I could get along with her.
Okay.
I guess fuck Stassi and then kick Kristen off the show. I don't know.
Are you close to Kristen?
I love Kristen.
Can you tell me anything about her new boyfriend that I've been seeing in the blogs?
No, if she hasn't said anything, then I'm not going to do that.
All right. Thought I'd try.
Yeah, you can try.
I have to try, I have to do it.
No.
Is there, okay, so it's all about the pasta, right? That whole debacle. Is pasta code for anything other than pasta?
It's just pasta. Raquel was eating the pasta, and then someone else started eating pasta. It's about pasta.
So it's like not about cocaine.
There's no code to pasta.
We thought like maybe we speculated that like they were doing coke, and she took an extra line, and then on the show they made it pasta so that we didn't know.
So her eating pasta, and then someone else trying to eat the pasta, and then like them getting pissed off about pasta. It's really about that.
Who's that pissed off about pasta?
I am. If someone tries to eat my meal, I'm going to be pissed.
It's like Joey doesn't share food and friends.
Exactly. No, I'll share food, but you don't come and start fucking picking at my food. And when did that happen? That happened during Gay Pride, right? Oh my God, that's even worse. That place is a disaster when it's Gay Pride. I mean, it's crazy.
Oh my
There's no food around. Like, you got to eat something. And like when someone takes your food, it's like, psh. Yeah, no. It's about the pasta. It's all about the pasta.
I mean, if you say it, I believe it. What fight, in your opinion, from all the seasons? From my lips to God's ears, right? From the marinara to the meatballs. What's the biggest or worst fight, would you say, from all the seasons, if you can recall any of them?
Jackson Tom.
Well, they fought so much. Oh, when he punched him in the face?
Mm-hmm. The whole season.
Yeah.
Jackson Tom season 2.
That whole Jax and Kristen stuff is I tell every single person I talk to watch Vanderpump if they like reality TV, because the first 3 to 4 seasons is some of the best reality TV I have ever seen. She lies for so long, and then it comes out, and the whole texting where she came over and texted from the phone, but she told told Jax, don't text me. It was just like, oh my God. And then when Jax cheated on Brittany with Faith, I mean, you can't write this shit. It's so good. What is it like being a part of all the drama? Is it as dramatic watching it in real life as us watching it on television?
It's very dramatic, and I'm trying to ride the ship, as they say, because my hands are on the wheel.
Yeah.
My hands are on the wheel.
Right. Do you have?
I can't get involved in I have to split people up. I remember one time, I think you might have been on the show too. James and Jax were arguing in the middle of the restaurant, and I had to come up and like, hey, take it outside. Go. Yeah. Take it outside. Because it's just they were getting loud. You know what I mean?
Right.
Hash it out outside. You got 5 minutes.
Yeah, you can't be doing that in the restaurant.
Exactly.
Who's the hardest to manage?
Well, I'm going to say Sandoval because he no longer works there. He's like permanently at Tom Tom now.
Got it. Okay.
He was always late every day.
Well, he knows. I mean, I feel like if you're on the show and you're not James, you're not going to get fired.
Well, no. I mean, but no. This was before the show. This was during the show. This was before.
Oh.
Every Sunday, I remember working with him. He was my bartender every Sunday, and we opened the doors at 5:30. He would get there at 5:15. You get at least an hour, maybe a half hour to at least cut up all the fruit.
Yeah. All the fruit that goes into that.
Never got there on time. Not one time. He's gotten better with time though, but he never once got there on time.
Yeah. The last time I was at Sir, I was so drunk. I drank vodka for the first time that night, so I was gone. And I think his name is Guillermo. Is that his name?
Guillermo. Yeah.
Okay, so he was there, right? And there was some guy across the bar that I was trying to get to notice me, and I had on a skirt. So I kept dancing and literally my skirt up and showing my ass. And then there was also a moment, well, then his girlfriend showed up and I was like, oh, okay, never mind. I'm not going to start no drama. And then there was a part where I went to the camera in front where the Sir thing is, and I flashed that a bunch of times. And Guillermo was watching me the whole time, and I was like, why is this guy watching me? And then I realized my drunk ass, I'm like, he fucking owns it. I better watch my shit. He's probably watching me because he's going to kick me out. And I was so excited because I saw like Jax and Brittany in like a back room somewhere. And my fangirl ass was like, oh my God, I know them. Has there been like a really crazy fan experience that you hated? Like has a fan said anything like bizarre or awful to you?
Yeah, I had a fan tell me one time, because I was helping out one of the bartenders I was managing, and they had it was really busy.
Yeah.
And one of the bartenders, this is really bad actually. One of the bartenders was behind on work, so I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna like take my jacket off and start helping, because I'm like I'm pretty good at making drinks. Anyway. Yeah. So this girl, I guess she was really drunk. She was all like, "Oh, you're on the show. Why don't you dance for us? Dance for me, monkey." Or like something like that's what I heard. And I was literally like, "You gotta be kidding me right now. Dance for me, monkey." Okay, all right. Yeah, that was a really bad fan experience.
Why on earth would someone assume like you're on a show? Entertain me.
Yes, that's exactly what happened. But she said it in such a derogatory manner. Now, she might have been drunk or whatever. Yeah. And I was like, you've got to be kidding me right now.
Yeah.
Other than that, I've never had a bad experience, but that was one that I was just like, okay, know what? You can leave, actually. And I got security, but they were like, you know what? Let's just leave it alone for right now, Peter. I was like, okay, all right.
You're like, all right, I guess.
I mean, I was just, because like that stuff just rolls off me. I'm not going to get insulted by, but you call me a monkey. I'm just like, okay, well, screw you,
Right. What's your favorite drink to make or to order from any of the restaurants?
My favorite drink to make? It's been so long. It's been like 1,000 days. So.
I know, it's really been a long time in this quarantine bullshit.
Yeah. Strawberry's really good. I love to make a good old-fashioned mojito. Favorite drink to order, though, I mean, I like the Doc Holiday from Tom Tom.
What's that? What's in it?
It's mezcal with something else. I don't know. It's really good, though. I like it. But I tell them not to make it too spicy, because I don't want to do too much spice. I want to enjoy myself, not burn my mouth.
I like that they have a drink with fucking kombucha in it. Like, that's so LA. Like, I'm gonna go get drunk and drink kombucha.
Yeah, it is. It's very LA. That's the one thing about me that's not LA, though. I will not drink kombucha. Everything else, I'll like, acai and all this other stuff, juices and shakes and all that stuff. Yeah.
Kombucha's gross.
Huh?
Kombucha's gross. I don't want
I don't like kombucha. I do not like it.
Yeah, no.
I get my probiotics in different ways. I don't drink kombucha to get probiotics.
Yeah. What's your favorite bar to go to? You're done at Sir. You're gonna go to one of the Vanderpump bars. Which one are you gonna go
to? Tom Tom or Pump, depends.
Okay.
Depends on what I'm looking for.
I don't really like Pump, no offense.
None taken.
It's just not I don't like, every time I've been there, the bartenders were rude. And like, not that I need them to be that nice, but like just notice that I'm a human and I'm in front of you. I don't know. But Tom Tom, I love Tom Tom. Tom Tom is great, and they have really good French fries.
Okay, yeah, I can see that. That's a great one.
Yeah, and I really like the sangria at Pump. But I ate there once, and I don't remember anything but the goat cheese balls, because Stassi's always like, goat cheese balls! So I had to get them, and they were incredible.
Of course.
What's your favorite bar to go to outside of the Vanderpump? Because I'm sure when you leave work, you're like, I don't want to think about this shit anymore.
Depends on the night. It depends on what I'm doing.
Okay, you're feeling like you really want to paint the town red and kick up your heels. Where are you going to go?
I'd probably go to, I'd probably start off at Isabel. I like that spot. If I'm looking for like music or something, or I got a couple of girls with me, I'm going to take them to the Abbey.
When you say couple of girls, are you going to bang all of them by the end of the night or just one?
I don't know. That's a.
How often do you end up with more than one girl in your bed?
Not often, actually, never.
Oh, okay, I was really hoping that it was a lot for you.
I've never had more than.
I was rooting for you.
No, it's happened quite a few times.
What's quite a few?
I don't know. I lost count.
Oh, I just like that it's been a theme during this show that you have said multiple
I know, right?
girls. I'm like, hell yeah, Peter, get it. What's your favorite sex position? Your go-to sex position. You donkey in it, you missionary in it. What are we doing?
I like all of them. All of them.
Just to be
I'm a visual guy.
Her.
Let's just put it that way. I'm a visual person.
And I was going to ask you if you like small boobs or big boobs, but you already told us earlier that you like big boobs and a big ass. So just suffocate your face is what you're looking for.
Boom.
Mm-hmm. You more of a get a blowjob, or actually, would you rather finish from a blowjob or finish from penetration?
That's a little intimate, don't you think?
I don't know. Both. You tell me.
I like both.
Like, as long as I'm coming,
Depends
it's fine.
on what she wants.
Oh, that's nice. I like that.
Well, yeah, I'm very considerate of my partner.
That's good.
What she wants. You know?
Where's like your go-to? I mean, we just went from orgasms, but now we're going to go to first date. You're taking a girl out on a first date. Where do you take her normally?
Oh, I can't say that.
Oh, I forget.
I can't. I'll tell you all about sex position, but I cannot say where my go-to.
So it's a reoccurring spot. Okay, what type of food is it?
There's a few reoccurring spots.
Okay. That
I really like, but both of them have really bad food.
Oh, is that why do they have bad food?
Because if we end up in bed together.
Like, I don't want to eat a ton before. Just gonna go and get drinks. The food sucks, so I know that'll be fine, and I won't look fat after.
Exactly.
That's the key. That is see, what I do is I'll eat, like, if I've got a date and I know I want to, like, look good, I'll, like, eat at 2. And then I just won't eat again, and then start, like, drinking at 6. And then the bloat is basically gone, but I won't puke from not eating because I ate at 2.
Exactly, yeah.
That's what you got to do.
Yes. So that's why the places that I like have not that great of food. You know what I mean? It's okay.
Right.
You know, but you're not like, oh my God, I want the steak or the pasta. It's like, charcuterie board. Cheese. All right, why not? Let's have a little bit of cheese.
Yeah. Get
vegetables.
Get some meats before you give her your meat. You know what I'm saying? I make lame jokes. I'm so sorry.
I'm sure
do you have anything that you want to tell us about, or like plug, like anything that you're doing, like shows, or you had that movie that I watched last time that Tom was in that I saw you? What
The
do you
Riven Destiny?
Yes.
The Riven Destiny?
Yeah.
No, it's great. That's been out for a while. But because of quarantine, I was starting to pitch it around town, and because of quarantine, that kind of all stopped.
Right.
Right now, Peterific Slots is back. Celebrity Slots. You can go download it. But we're officially launching next month, the 1st of June, probably a little bit before that. But it's available right now on Google and Apple stores. So you can download that right now, and now it's the full version of the game what we originally envisioned in November of 2018. So Celebrity Slots is the name of the company. You can go look at the website celebrityslots.com, and it gives you the whole lineup of all the celebs we have. And the first ones out the gate are, of course, me with the legacy game, Peterific Slots. Mm-hmm. You got Food God, you got Natalie Eva Marie, you got Amber Rose, and you got Thunder from Down Under. Those are the 5 first ones.
Okay. And don't you have candles now, right?
Yeah, I have one burning behind me, actually.
Oh my God, I love it. What is it? Tell us what it smells like. Oh my God, I love it. I'm so zen.
this one is called Reminisce. I also have a Sentiment, which is white.
Okay.
So but this one's called Reminisce, right? And this one is Tobacco and Vervain.
Ooh.
Oh yeah. See, tobacco is a very strong flavor. It's not cigarettes, all right?
Right. No, it's not at all. Yeah.
So, but tobacco is like a very, very strong, musky, manly smell, you know?
Yeah.
And so, yeah, this is what my house usually smells like. Of course, because I'm going with a more summery theme in my bedroom,
right.
My room smells like sentiment, which is the white candle. But
and what does that one smell like?
That one's bamboo, coconut, and vervain.
Oh my God.
Just tobacco and vervain.
I bet those smell so good though. That smells like it, or sounds like it would smell amazing.
Oh yeah, yeah. You can check all this stuff out on my store, peterificmerch.com.
Oh, beautiful. Is your hair stuff there too?
Hair stuff is myhero.com. So you can just type that in.
Okay.
My.com. But yeah, and then of course I have my Peterific Slots cap.
I love it. Yeah, perfect.
I wear this around sometimes. I'm not really a hat person though. You hardly ever see me in a hat. Like I'm never in a hat. I'm not.
Yeah, I feel like when I wear a hat, I just look like a mom headed to Disneyland with the kids, but it's not the good look. Like it's not the cute one that I want. So I usually only wear them when I go on runs to pretend.
Yeah, there you go. Well, you know, this is me right here. Boom, Peterific Slots.
I love it.
Yeah, there you go.
Thank you so much for coming on my show.
You're welcome, of course.
Oh my God, it was so much fun. If you guys want to see the video version of this, go ahead and head to my Patreon, patreon.com/littlebabykates. I also have a lot of exclusive content on there. And if you're not, follow me everywhere at littlebabykates. Where can they follow you at?
Twitter, my name is LLPJ Madrigal. I made that like 11 years ago now. And then my Instagram is Peter_Madrigal.
And you should give him a follow because he interacts if you're a fan of Vanderpump Rules. So it's great. It's amazing. All right. Any final words to anybody?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm glad to do this.
Oh my God. Well, thank you so much for coming.
You're welcome,
And we need to start a petition though for more Peter on Vanderpump Rules because I miss you. Because we need our Peter Phil. We need it to happen. You know what? You know what I think I'm going to do? I think I'm going to see you again next Tuesday. Go out, be the best person you can be, and suck as much dick as you possibly can. Bye, y'all.
Bye.
That's my sign off.
There we go. Love it.